All right, today we're at Black Mountain Falls at Black Mountain. I'm going to try to show you guys how I go up to the top. This area is all ancient volcanoes. It's all red granite. It's this time of year, the rocks are going to be very slick. I recommend if you are going to attempt this either in the fall or early spring. Once it gets overgrown, it's hard to see your way. And then if you don't like snakes, definitely would not come up here in the late spring and early summer. We're going to go up to the about 450, 500 feet to the top of the falls, and then we're going to take a couple of forest roads to the top of the mountain, and hope you enjoy the climb. Okay, now the way I do this is I go up the left from the beginning. Here's a road. That's where I'm parked down there. You can also park right here. I just park that way down there because it's easier for me to get out when I'm done. I can just head out and go on home. But the first thing I do is I start up at the left, and we're going to go up this way. Okay, I don't know if you can see that big rock there on the right side of the creek, or the falls there. That's my first marker. I usually stay on the left side of the falls until I get to that. Once I get up to there, then I'll cross over the creek and we'll actually go up to the right around that big rock. Okay, this is where we're going to cross right here. We're just below the big rock there, so we're just going to cross over here, up that way, go up there beside the smaller tree, and then we're going to go up around the right side of the big one. This part of Madison County that we're in, where Black Mountain Falls is absolutely one of the most stunning areas of Missouri. If you've never been here, you have to come here. Black Mountain Falls kind of sits in the middle of several areas that are amazing hiking areas. Just west of here is the Marble Creek section of the Ozark Trail and the Marble Creek campground from the Forest Service. Just north of here is Silver Mines camping and hiking area with Team and Shut-ins, the Turkey Creek Trail, Millstream Gardens. To the east of here is Rockpile Wilderness, Lower Rock Creek, and it's amazing area. Everyone should come down here. You could come down here and spend 3 or 4 days hiking and exploring and never get tired. So if you get the chance, come down. Okay, there's the big rock down there. We just came up around the right side of that. And now we're just going to stay right here along this rock wall, and we're going to follow it basically up to the end of that trail up there, and that's going to be where we cross back over to the left side of the creek again. All right, so we came all the way up this side, right up along this rock wall here. And once you get up this far, you're going to start getting into a little bit of a scree field at the bottom of a falls here. And this is going to be the crossing to go back to the other side of the creek. So now, once we cross the creek, we're going to go up along that edge there at the bottom of it, and then we have to go all the way up to, you can see the granite up to the top there. We'll go up to that and we'll circle around that and then we'll be just below the upper falls. Okay, we're about halfway up to the upper falls, and this will be a good spot to let you guys know a few things. A, there is no trail markers. This is a route. You have to find your own way up. The route I'm showing you is probably the safest route that I found to get up there. That being said, doesn't mean it's safe. This is the safest route. This is a hard climb. You have to do some rock scrambling. You know, this is all volcanic granite, so it's very slick if it's damp at all. So double check your footing every time you take a step. Even today is December 31st. It's a little overcast and foggy, so even the leaves are slick today. I don't use any trekking poles for the first part of the climb. Once I get up to the forest road, then I'll pull my trekking pole. I think it's back here. Yep, I'll pull a trekking pole off and use it to climb the rest of the mountain up the forest roads. Once you get to the forest roads, that's more of a hike. The only way up and down this without getting onto private property is the route I'm showing you. I've seen some people talking on all trails that this area is private property. The area I'm taking you on, this is all Mark Twain National Forest. There is no private property involved, but you have to start at the bottom of the mountain at the falls, go to the top, and end up right back at the falls. You can't use the forest roads to like go out to Highway E and then road walk it back. You have to stay off private property. You have to stay on the falls. So that being said, if you come out here, please be safe. Again, there is no cell service at all out here. Make sure you let somebody know where you're at. Okay, we're at the upper falls now. So there's two ways to get around this. You can go up this way, which today you can see by the fog and the overcast, that is going to be very, very slick. If you fall anywhere up there, you're going to end up there. So if the rocks are wet, I don't recommend taking that way. If you look off to the left, you can kind of see a little bit of a wooded area. There's not much of a trail there, but you can bushwhack your way around the top of that rock, and it's a lot safer. So today I'm going to take this way. Okay, so now we're above the upper falls, and there's still some more smaller cascades and things up this way, but from pretty much here until we get to the forest road, we're just going to stay on here, and the trail kind of levels out, and it's more of a, you just walk along the creek until you get to the forest road. You can stay up in the woods a little bit. There's still a couple more cascades you can stop and look at. This is actually a really neat area to stop and explore in when it's a little drier. On the other side, there's the granite glades are all exposed, and you can get up there and, you know, climb around fairly decently. So, and stinks today with the fog. Hopefully, maybe on the way back down, the fog will crack out a little bit where we can, because above that falls is a really amazing view of the mountain on the other side of the road, some of the granite glades on it. So we'll see. Hopefully when we come down, the fog will break. Okay, we've made it to the forest road, and there's a cairn marking it. So as you get up here, you'll see, you know, the creek's right over there. We've gotten this far. You'll get to the cairn, and you'll see the road going up this way. So this is the first forest road we're going to take. So, and it's a little rocky. It's a lot rocky, but we're going to go up here for a ways, and then it will join up to another forest road that will basically head us up to the mountain. This one just kind of dodges the ravine. You can follow the ravine up to the top. I've done that a couple times. It's not much fun because there is a lot of loose granite laying around under the leaves, and so you're stumbling a lot, you're falling down a lot. So from here on out, I just stay to the forest roads. They're a little easier to find your way, so I would recommend staying on the forest roads. Okay, we're about a mile in total from the road up to here, and we are to the second forest road. There is another cairn. This one was knocked down, so I reset it. Again, if these are trail markers, so please don't kick those over. And this is the forest road that will take us almost to the top. I know if you look on the topographical maps, it will show both of these forest roads, and it will show that this road will take you all the way to the top, but it does not. It gets you close, but at some point you just got to bushwhack your way to the top. Okay, we're at the end of the last forest road, and just a heads up, the second forest road is very steep. So just because you're on a forest road, don't think it's not a workout. It is. So when you get to the top where this forest road ends, you're going to see a wildlife pond off to the left there. The summit is off in that direction. Normally you can kind of see the top and just walk to it. Today not going to be so easy, but one thing I do recommend if you come out here is to use a tracking app and a compass, because you actually, as you're coming up the first forest road, you can see Black Mountain off to the right. So you're going to walk past it and then have to turn around and come back to get to it. So I recommend using at least one tracking app in your phone. Keep a compass, map and compass with you. And, you know, because that way, especially once you get to the top up here, it's real easy to get turned around and go down the wrong side. I've actually done that once before, not paying attention. And so, you know, I recommend using a tracking app in your phone. I know a lot of people talk down about them. I use them and I like them. They've got me out of a couple of jams before where I've gotten lost and just was able to pull open the tracking app and follow it back. So, from this point, there's no trail. You're just walking to the highest point. There is a marker up here. I'll show it to you when we get to it. First time I climbed this mountain, it took me about an hour and a half to find it. So I'm not going to tell you where it is. Let you find it. It's a lot of fun. Great place to explore up here. A lot of rock formations and things like that up on top to explore on and look around. So once I get to the marker, I'll show it to you. I just found this one. I've never seen this one before. Okay, we're on the way back down. I'm stopping for some coffee and give you guys a little info on this area. This is Black Mountain is part of the Mark Twain National Forest. It's in the St. Francis Mountains. If you didn't know, the St. Francis Mountains are the second oldest mountain range in the United States. The Blue Ridge Mountains are the oldest. At one time, geologists believed that the St. Francis Mountains were about 15,000 feet above sea level. I'm not sure if that takes into effect ice age sea levels or what, but the St. Francis Mountains are like 3.5 billion years old, I believe. They're ancient volcanoes, all extinct. And that's one of the neat things is you're driving into this area, either coming from the north or from the south, as you're coming, like as you get through, if you're coming through the north on 67 and you're heading towards, you know, Farmington, Fredericktown area, like when you start getting to Bonne Terre, you can start seeing the peaks off in the distance, and it's pretty neat. And then as the further you go south, the more prevalent they are, and it's really neat areas you drive through. The highways cut through some of the granite, and you can see, you know, exposed granite. Highway E is a really neat trip to take on a rainy day if you have nothing to do and it's raining. A lot of waterfalls. Black Mountain Falls when it's raining is just amazing. I recommend everybody come out here on a rainy day and, you know, park and just sit and watch it. It's pretty cool. But that's just a little bit of the background of this area. Like I said before, I think everybody should come down. If you're a hiker, outdoorsman, whatever, you should come down to this area. It is amazing to look at. It's a beautiful area. The people down here are genuine and friendly. So if you get a chance, come down this way and see us. All right, we're down. There's falls behind me somewhere. There they are. So this is absolutely beautiful place. Please come out and see it. Remember, get outside, stay safe, leave no trace. Thanks, guys.